Question of the day, what is your favorite betting game? Because we're talking about games today, or a game today, in which you're going to bet on certain things that happen, and the person who bets the best, with a little bit of mitigation, wins the game. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite betting game? There have been a spurious few, I don't know. There's been a spate of these that has come out lately of different betting games, whether it be horses or things like that. But today we're not talking about horses or animals, we're talking about robots. Atlantic Robot League. This is a giant robot league that you're going to be betting on in the future. So let's take a look at how this game plays, what it does. We'll come back out, talk final thoughts right after this. Alright, this is Atlantic Robot League set up for all player counts. There's no difference. Each player will start with 3 coins, as well as one of these secret betting mats here. Now this folds in half and it is dry erasable. On here you're going to be betting on a few things before the game begins. You'll set a 90-second timer. Then you're going to bet on this section here, the team bets. Which team is going to have the most surviving robots, which team is going to be the first to fall, and which team is going to KO the most robots. Down here, you're going to pick 5 robots, and you're going to pick those that will stay in the game at the end of the game. At the end, you will only have 5 robots left, so you're trying to pick the final 5. You'll score these at the end of each round based on team scoring. If you're the only person that gets that team scoring for each section correct, you'll gain 5 points. If 2 people get it, you only gain 2. If 3 or more, you only gain 1. So it's diminishing values depending on how well people do. The Pentafecta Scoring, that would be your 5 pick down here. It's 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 4 for 5, and 5 for 8. Or 8 for 5, just reverse what I said. It's that amount of robots left over that you guess correct, you get that amount of points. The things you can do on your turn, once the betting is over, is first of all, you can choose to buy one of these cards for a coin. These are power-ups. They're gonna let you change what you can normally do on a turn. Normally, you will move a robot and then attack one adjacent to it. But these are cards that are going to let you maybe, instead of moving and attacking, move a mech and then attack with that mech. Attack that mech that you moved. This would be things like move until you stop. Move and then you can attack diagonally, or you can move diagonally, or whatever. A lot of different cool powers that change what you can do on your turn. So you can buy those for a coin. The other thing you can do before a team has been completely eliminated is you can change your Pentafecta bet for $1. So for 1, you can change a mech you want to replace your Pentafecta bet for. Now, on your turn, you're going to move a robot, and then you're going to attack one of the robots around it. There's no defense, there's no protecting them. Basically, if you choose to attack somebody, they're out of the game. You'll notice the 4 corners will have a coin on them. If you defeat that robot, you'll gain that coin. The other thing, though, is each color robot has a certain robot that they have rivals against and attack easier, or better, or at all. You can't attack anything but purple and green with red. Likewise, with purple, you can't attack anything but green and gold. Gold only attacks blue and red, and then green attacks yellow and blue. So it kind of spreads it out. So for instance, in our move here, let's just say we had picked that purple was going to have the most first to fall. I might move here and then choose to attack this one by taking off the board. You'll then take this robot and mark that red is the one who destroyed it. When the first set of teams has been eliminated by all 3 of them, you'll flip that over to market, and then that way you'll know if you have the has-beens ready. You'll keep doing this until there are exactly 5 robots or less left on the board. I say or less because there are a couple cards that will allow you to eliminate 2 at a time. You'll then score, and you'll play 3 rounds. The person with the most points wins the game. So that's Atlantic Robot League. First and foremost, I really appreciate the fact this game says 20 minutes, and if you play it right, it is 20 minutes. It's quick. So the game itself, let's talk about components as we always do. We kind of go from art direction to gameplay, since those 2 meld together in the middle of that Venn diagram. The game looks great. I actually really appreciate the way all the components are. The boards are nice. Little flip up dry erase boards are very nice. The main board is nice. The robots themselves are nice. There's some kind of nods and winks to Chrono Trigger, as well as some other things in there. I just really appreciate the way this game looks. It looks good. The theme is cool. The idea is good. So it's nice to get a new style theme. That hasn't been done before. There's not a lot of games like this. So I like the way this game looks. I like the way it feels. I like the components. It looks nice. So how that goes into the art design, well, there's only a couple symbols, and that really has to do with the cards themselves. I mean, everything else is pretty self-explanatory based on the team. So The art direction of the cards is nice because it shows how to do the cards and then it shows what they do. But that's pretty much it, because everything else is I can move a character and do damage unless I can't, because this person and this person are not the ones that I can attack. Simple little things like that. But first and foremost, I really love how this game plays. I think it's a fantastic betting game, because at first when you show this to new people, they go, well, this is random. How am I going to know it all? Then when you start showing, oh, wait a minute, I make the moves during the round. Now, that being said, player count is really key here, because in a two-player game, you control the will of the board half the game. And what I mean by that is every other move is something you want to be done, or something you think will stop your opponent directly. In a 4- and 5-person game, that changes, because your move is then followed by someone else's who may or may not have bid the same thing as you, or they may have not bid at all and they're trying to go against you. And so it totally changes based on player count. That being said, it doesn't make it better or worse. It just makes it more laser-focused strategic and a little bit more chaotic when it's a bigger player count. I like it at 2. I think it's great at a large number 2. The only thing is, make sure you're hitting people with that 90-second timer. Right? You got 90 seconds to bet, and let's go. The game's fun. I think it's a fun game. It's a very fast game night style game, but it's also one that we're going to drag out and play rather often, because it's just a fun experience getting to play this game that's so simple. What you're doing is so easy. You're just moving and attacking, but you're doing it in such a way to hopefully your bets pay off. And maybe you hedge that bet to where you pay that coin to finally change it and go, oh no, I think this robot's going to be in there at the end. Or who can I guarantee is not going to take damage, so let's start with that team, and hopefully I'll have that right at the end, because you can't change those. But Atlantic Robot League is a very fun game. I really recommend this. I think you're going to love this game. It's quick. It's quick enough to where you can just get it on the table and off before anybody knows it's there. It's a lunch, like workplace lunch style game. It's not a huge footprint either, so I'm a huge fan of this game. Love the way it looks, love the way it plays. Atlantic Robot League is a massive win for me. Go check this game out if you're into quick, fast games, especially betting elements. So that's a win for me. I'm a big fan. Brian Drake here on the Dice Tower. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, etc. at Dice Tower Brian. Until next time, we'll see you.